everyone, my name's Alyse. Welcome back to another video. Today we got something cool for you. So a lot of people always ask me, how did I get good, or how did I get to where I am, all that stuff. And really it's about the people I've had alongside of me and help guide me and, do all the work for me essentially. But I've had good people along the way, so I figure who better to ask than the people that got me there. So I am here with the first person that, really helped me on my way to success, good old Justin Singh. Say hello, Justin.
Hello.
Okay. How are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm all right too. Yeah, I'm slightly tired, but that's slightly your fault too. I'm just kidding. No, we were just like up last night, just like doing a lot of test and theory. So
basically blurting out about Hearthstone, and then you would hit me with a one-liner response, and then I was like, you know what, fine, I'll talk about.
No. I wanted to be more.
Cards, and
no,
then you
Justin.
were like, oh, okay, I could actually talk about this.
Listen, I was trying to understand and be involved. You can't act like I wasn't. I was actually trying to contribute. I was like trying to analyze everything you said properly. I'm just fucking stupid. Don't understand Hearthstone. That's the difference.
It's fine. It's a joke.
Like, this is how it. I know. I mean, that's how it is normally. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, anyways, do you want to introduce yourself at all? What accomplishments you have in Yu-Gi-Oh or anything, or I don't know. What do you want to say about yourself?
I play Yu-Gi-Oh competitively, and I'm trying to play Hearthstone competitively. I've topped a lot of ARGs. I have like 3 Konami tops, I guess. Topped the YCS Seattle, Denver, and what was the UDS in Vegas. So that was cool.
That's
yeah,
cool.
Events I guess I won 3 ARGs.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it is 3. That's right.
Yeah, the coolest one I think was winning with the pendulum deck in Goki format.
Oh yeah, when Triff coached you into learning pendulum.
No, first of all, listen. The initial triple Electromar combo, that was cool. But then he kept misplaying like where he put the zones on the stuff. I was like, you combo to the left because then Kagari can't point to Griffin. That way they can't use the effect of Kagari. And then you just win.
He still had to help you learn it though. You can't deny that.
Well, the original combo was his thing with the triple Electromite, but then I kind of deviated from it to do the Beatrice the dump. So I don't know, the deck was okay. That version of it was fine. I would change probably a couple cards from what I won with. Yeah, that's not why we're here today.
I mean, it's we can talk about whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
We're here to talk about the new amazement cards.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, let me. What about amazement, Justin? What tickles your fancy? What really gets you going about it?
Oh no, I just like that it is a deck that is not like Eldritch. Eldritch needs other cards to play. They need 2 cards to play with each other, so you need Conquistador and Golden Lord. Also, you guys need Faker with Silk to actually do anything. Amazement's all the cards are literally independent of themselves, which is nuts. So the Mario chick, she can grab a Book of Moon or a Negate. The guy himself, he's a Dark Arm Dragon, and he also gets the Book of Moon or Steel. The one that searches can search, or it can send a spell. They're all cool cards on their own, which is why I think the deck's good. But I just think it's still a trap deck, so it's more for fun. But
yeah, I mean that's how trap decks are always gonna be for a while, at least until they make it combo trap. Striker is kind of like a combo mid-range spell deck.
Well, that's a spell deck. So that's totally different. The difference
that's what I'm saying, Justin. Oh my god, you're not listening to me.
I know. Anyway. Okay.
But yeah, so I guess where we can start is so I want to hear your recollection of how we first met.
It was at a regional in what was it?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Yeah.
I was playing Spiral. I think I was regional grinding at the time.
Yep.
And then like you sat next to me, and I was like, "Oh, that's a cool map. Like I like Star Wars." And the funniest thing is, like, I was just like making conversation, and like so we started talking to me. But the funniest thing about all of this is I've never seen an entire Star Wars movie in my life. I just like knew the lore a little bit because I played Cosmos, but like I liked Cosmos um because of Wizard of Oz, so it was kind of funny. And then yeah, like we became like friends and we were just talking like after that. So yeah, that was like a funny time. And then
Nah, this dude tells so I asked because like he's like, oh, that's a cool map. So I assume he's a Star Wars fan, and I'm like, so I knew who Justin was, and I was like, oh, I don't mind talking to this dude. So I'm like, oh, so what did you think of the movies and everything? Like, because episode 8 had just coming out at the time.
I said I didn't see the new movies, and I remember I gave the most generic response ever, of like because I obviously like you kind of know what like Star Wars is about.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. I give like a generic response, saying like how much I like Anakin and like Luke and stuff. But,
No,
like,
no. You never said you didn't see the movies until 2 weeks later.
No, I definitely said I didn't see the newer movies. That's what I said.
No. You actually told me in that moment. You gave me some generic answer about the movie. It was very generic.
Yeah,
you actually just straight up lied about it, and I'm like,
I said, oh yeah, it was okay, but it could have been better or some shit like that. Right? I
nah.
can't remember it.
It was something like that. Like you were like, because it was very polarizing. And you're like, I understand why people are polarized about it. Blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, cool, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then we had to start playing, and then we never talked about it again for the rest of the regional. And then then you told me 2 weeks later. I'm like, are you really, man?
Yeah. So yeah, that was funny. I remember that.
I mean, like, I don't really mind, but it was just the fact that you lied. Like,
look, I hadn't seen Star Wars, and I didn't feel very like cultured, so I didn't want to be judged too hard. Okay?
I mean, I wasn't gonna care, but like, then you just.
I just thought the map was cool looking, so.
Nah, you're fine.
No, I said your map was cool, and then you brought up the thing about Star Wars, and I was like,
Because
yeah,
why would you say a Star Wars map is cool? Like, it's literally like, here, hold on, like. It literally this map has nothing to do with Cosmo. It is literally just a fucking Star Wars map. Why would you say you like it if you don't like Star Wars?
All you guys saying I'm a fake fan. I've like actually watched the first 6 movies, and like I've actually formed an actual like opinion on it, and I've actually like a certain amount of them, and like what I dislike and like about them. But yeah,
we've had plenty of debates about it.
I know number 2 is probably the worst of the 6. I know that. When I say number 2, I mean like episode 2 is the worst of the 6. I like 3 the most, and yeah, like I actually have like a cognitive opinion.
Yeah.
About the whole thing, so.
Yeah. We've had many a debate about certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget if your opinions have changed on them. I don't really want to delve into them right now because that's not what we're supposed to be even fucking talking about.
Okay,
I don't care that we're talking about
Star Wars again. We're here to talk about amazement. I'm kidding. Anyway.
Yes, because that's probably more interesting than anything I could ever have to say. So let's be honest. But anyways, so how decent at the game do you consider me at the time when we first met? Like, where would you place me?
You were pretty alright. Like, I would put you as like a person who knew how to play their deck pretty well. Like, you can top regionals. That's where I'd put you at, basically.
Yeah. At the time though, that was not a good assessment because I was not very practiced with spirals, and I kind of just played it because I was like.
But you knew how to play the game.
Yeah. And I actually had like 3 regional tops at the time, so it's not like I like was completely awful, just not like where I am now, which is a 1 whole YCS top.
Yeah, it's still an improvement.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm apparently a remote dual goddess, so.
And Sean Pittman is a remote dual god. Yep.
I mean,
anyway,
where's him in the Invitational?
Oh. Well, you can ask him that question, not me.
I mean, he had a kid, so I think he doesn't really care at this point.
Everybody's info's on blast. Let's go.
Oh.
The Ultra Fin episode 2 is lit. Okay, I
Oh.
actually like was very bored of that movie. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, no, you were like, all right, like you want like, you look like someone who just got back into current. Like, cause I remember, I think I'd seen you before at YCS Minnesota, and like you were playing, but you knew how to play your deck then. I remember you were playing like, I think it was Burning Abyss.
Oh yeah, I
or
was playing
something.
a 60 card BA PK.
Yeah, that deck. Yeah. I think you just lost on the bubble or the second to last round or something, right? 'Cause you were
Yeah,
definitely in day 2.
I lost to Bella last round of day 2, and then I lost my last round, or my first round of day 2, and like it, I don't know, my losses were so annoying because it was just like stupid bullshit. Because like my other loss day 1 was Calvin to Han, so like I wasn't so mad about that, but against Bella, she literally just opened like the nuts both the times she went first, and I was just like, I hate it here. I hate it here so much.
It's just kind of like a mythic cooler deck. You just draw and then you
Yeah.
set up Infinity Spirit. It was kind of like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, it's obviously Bella's, weekend, so,
Yeah.
it do be like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, well, I wasn't really getting back into the game. I guess, like, I wasn't, like, because I wasn't hyper competitive until, like, I met you, honestly. Because, like, I was very, like, I went to a few YCSs here and there, but, I mean, for the most part, well, also, like, at the time, like, right before that, I've been working at, like, a card store for 2 years, so it was hard for me to, like, go to YCSs consistently, and, like, I couldn't even go to that many regionals, so it was, like, just weird. But, I mean, yeah, obviously I've done a lot more since then, so,
Yeah.
But now the question is, how good do you think I am now?
You're a lot better. But you still just play my decks.
I mean, listen, we've been over this so many times.
Okay, Larry's also playing the deck, and I've converted, I think, almost every dragon.
Wait, did you say Larry's playing the deck?
Yeah.
Oh my, wait, he's actually not playing a trap deck for once?
Yeah, he's like learning the Buster Luck
Damn.
deck. And then I converted almost every Dragon Link player on my locals to it, except like one. But he's playing Drytron now, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my girlfriend, I'm gonna be playing Drytron a lot. I actually need to remind myself to ask you for a list because my girlfriend also needs one.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's like pretty similar to the one I put in the video. Like I changed up a couple things for like tech.
Yeah. But we'll worry about that later. But no, I mean the thing is, like, for how I think about it is, like, I think I'm improving in my deck building aspects. I think I obviously have a long way to go, but like I think it'd be way too foolish for me to not, like, because I feel like it's not like I just take from you. I still try and contribute as best I can. It's like, it's not like I just slouch and do nothing. I feel like
no, that's true. You've definitely like gotten better about it. Yeah, like.
I mean, there's never been a point where I just say, just give me it. I don't want anything. I don't want to know anything about this, or like, I actually like try.
Well, if that's the case, then you don't know how to play the deck. Because if I just gave you like a random like combo deck, if I gave you like Amazement Artifact and tell you, all right, go do well in the world with this, you'd be like, what does this deck even do?
I mean, I'm obviously smart enough to like sit down and learn stuff, but like, the thing is I still work through ideas with you, and like when you're crafting ideas in the first place, it's not like I don't do anything. So
yeah, it also just takes, like, deck building is only one part of the game. To actually like do well and play the deck technically, like, also matters. Like,
I think that's like what I'd rather focus on first right now. If like, and it's not to say that I'm only solely rely on you, and it's just like
I just focus on deck building because I feel like technical play just. If you have like a general understanding of Yu-Gi-Oh and you know how to play your cards, I feel like the technical play will come. But I guess I'm different from a lot of other people though. So.
Well, I mean, we're in an era right now where I think deck building does matter a lot more than technical play, but like
that is true.
You still need to have like a good general basis of it, and I think I still have like some steps to climb, and I think it's good that I acknowledge that like I still have a long way to go, and not being afraid to use the resources around me.
That's fair, yeah.
And I mean, I guess this is all could be also be a good segue into whenever I do use your ideas, for some reason people love giving me more credit than you. Do you feel like you can
that Draco deck? Okay, that Draco deck, like I worked on it with James, and then we came to like a general consensus of a list, but we played like some deviations from it, essentially. But the general idea was there. You just like you game one, you only play Imperm Morgan, and you just play like a bunch of floods to break the Goki board, and then game two you like side into like Gamma Reaper, and then like that was it. If you played against Striker, like your deck, if you played it right, beat Striker because you played Rivalry and Gozen, and
Yep.
then yeah, that deck was cool. And then I
But
just remember we did a deck profile together, and everyone was like, "Alyse came up with this cool Draco deck," and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "All right."
and I literally, you know, I shout you out completely and fully every single time I do anything, and I'm like, it's literally his list. I helped change like 2 cards, but like,
I know. I just
no,
thought it was funny.
no,
You're
I
just,
know.
like,
That's what I'm saying. It's just like it's funny that like it comes out like that, and it's just like I never try and promote it. I never try to do that, and like I know you never hold any resentment towards me, but it's just like how do you feel when that kind of stuff happens?
I don't really care, to be honest. It's like whatever. Like I've never like actually super cared about it, because at the end of the day, like if people are doing well with like the decks I make, then I know I'm doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like only a matter of time before I do well with them myself, I guess. I mean, like it's not like I haven't done well with my own decks. Like
Right.
I'm pretty well with them. It's just it's also nice to see other people do well with them. So I don't ever really care about it. If I did care, I wouldn't share the deck. So
And I mean, I still feel like I try my best to give you the credit, and I think lately people have been a lot better about like whenever I bring up like whenever someone brings it up, I instantly am just like it was Justin. Go check out Rampengu Nation. So.
I need to start posting more videos too. But that's on
Oh
me.
yeah,
That's
no,
a whole
people have
different
been
topic.
flooding like the deck profile comments with like combo video win, combo video win, and I'm just
I'm
like,
gonna make it like after we got off tonight. Like here.
oh okay,
Gonna
gotcha,
make the
gotcha.
I have to make like 5 because there's like how to lock through draw, how to do this, why this card's the
Yeah.
best card. Like yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
Oh
Might as well do
yeah.
it now, I guess.
Oh yeah. Who? Sarah brought up a funny comment that was actually like a joke we made last night in a group. Who's gonna get a YCS win first, Justin or Alyse Justin's deck?
Oh my gosh, don't remind me of that because I saw the comments on the competitive page.
I had to make that comment, Justin. You know I had to.
I laugh reacted it. Like,
I know.
I didn't really comment on the post, but it was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that post. I'm like, oh my god, there's no way I don't leave this comment right now.
Yeah, if we had a YCS though, that Buster deck could have been nice because like nobody was really playing it. Everybody was just playing Tidying Dragon Link.
Hmm.
That deck would have done nice at it, but yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Like the one LCS we had like on time for it was like Rival and Ghost in the past, just like before it even came out, so I didn't have time to make it, so I just played Shoes deck. And then the other one, the 3v3 one, I could have played in that or just win a Starlight Pot. So I just went to win a Starlight Pot instead.
I told you that this. Well, also Mother's Day, but like I told you
Yeah,
that
Mother's Day,
Starlight
yes,
Pot
that
was
is
way
true.
more
I
worth
forgot
it,
about that
and
part,
you
too.
know I'm not wrong that it was way more worth.
Well, yeah, in hindsight, I'm gonna say it's worth it because I won the Starlight Pot. Like,
But you were more likely to win that than you were the LCS. Like,
yeah, because
it's
it's a 3v3 too, I guess. Yeah, it is what it is.
like 3v3s are just LCS are already hard events, but like a 3v3 is even harder. So it's just like,
Yeah, no, that's true.
I mean, like it's not like you can't do it. It's just you can't just think you're gonna win. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I know, yeah.
yeah. But yeah. I guess another point that's good here is as we bring up more about me having your decks and ideas. So like I know as time has gone on, like we've kind of gotten this certain relationship while testing. And how useful do you consider me towards like how you like formulate ideas and test and whatnot? Just because I feel like I at least do something. I don't feel like I'm like a complete leech, but like.
Oh, I do like testing with you because you're a person who I can be like, Alyse, test with me. I want to just play some new cards, and you're like, sure, I will. I'm generally just bad at sitting on DV and wanting to
Oh,
like
I
play with people in general. So yeah, it is
Same.
helpful because you know how to like play the decks you're playing. So it's like good testing of whether the idea is bad or good. But yeah, it is helpful. You're like the only person like I really ever did that with because a lot of people like Marcus, he will be like, Yeah, I haven't read any of the new cards, dude, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I like so then, and he also hates Stevie, so and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm trying to like come up with the idea. Like Sean also just is like, I don't read the new cards, but I like reading the new cards because I get really bored of decks when they're solved, in my opinion, because there's like
I mean
no
that's
point.
just the problem with the format right now, though. At
That's
least,
why I hated
yeah.
like Virtual World so much because that deck was solved within like the first 2 weeks essentially. Like the first like 31 cards in that deck were just always the same, but then you just had 9 flexible cards, and the goal of the deck was the same every time.
Mm-hmm.
Dry Charm was different because you could like kind of like craft it and like change it. There's like the megalith builds and stuff. So that's why I like that deck like way more.
Yep.
But I hate like that's why right now I think I just don't like try Zoo, even though it's like the kind of style of a deck I like because it's a tempo
Yep.
based deck. But I dislike it right now because it's very solved. There's only like one edge you can probably have in the mirror match, but like aside from that, it's like I don't know. It's just like not really fun. It's just yeah,
Yeah.
you have like good games and stuff, but it's like okay, but it's a kind of like predictive tower everything. I guess it's like very counterintuitive for me to say all this because I played like pure Zoo for like 6 months and never really just did anything else.
I
But
mean,
but to be fair, like that was before like I actually like making decks and stuff. So yeah.
I mean, you did it in a time period where it was right, and I think you were still kind of like formulating yourself to a well, because I forget what you won a ARG with Metal Flow, right?
No, I won 2 ARGs with Zoo. There was
Oh,
the
okay.
ARG
Yeah, so Zoo was
and
your
then the
formative
ARG
time.
championship with Zoo. Yeah, and then
But
like
like the thing is,
I
at that
made it
time,
to finals of two
it
of
was
it this
really
year.
hard to like not want to play Zoo during that time period. So like, um,
Um. So okay, this is also like the series I'm trying to like start up, but I have to get like a lot of data to do it. I want to like go back and like look at past formats, like I told you, and say like, was it the best deck? So
mm-hmm.
everybody knows, and they will look back on like that format and be like, was Pure Zoo actually just the best deck? And so I'm gonna just try to look at the card pool and see if it really was, because I feel like there has to be like a better deck, because in all of Yu-Gi-Oh, when a combo deck can just do crazy things and play through crazy negates, and we only had one maxi at the time, usually like the combo deck is just the best deck. So
Yeah.
uh yeah. So in 2019, I'm convinced when everybody was playing the what was it? The Striker Orcus deck and the Striker Draco deck, I'm convinced an Ib Turbo deck was better, but like nobody just made a good list for it.
Well, and like
So
Shu actually brought up a really good point to me. I forget if it was you. It was either you or Shu. I don't remember that. Like, technically, the entire Dragon deck was legal during that format, so we could have
yes, it
actually
was.
just played it. And like,
I think
so
he might have brought it up too, but I definitely brought that up because the structure deck for Rocket came out in August. And then we got Ib. We had Ib because it came out when Dingirsu came out. And even though Argipane was banned, we could have ended on like the whole. You didn't even need to play like Thunder cards if you didn't want to, and you could have just made it focus. But Ib was just like one
and
of the better
the thing is,
cards.
you literally could have even just not played Ib. You could have just played it straight up, just like Shu's deck from
Okay,
that
all
one
right.
event.
Well, I'm saying basically I
Oh
would
yeah, yeah, yeah.
100% play Ib because Ib was full combo.
No,
So
I'm not.
if you open
Yeah.
Draconet, that is like full Dragon Link combo, because you searched for a Legacy Guard Dragon from it. So it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I'm not saying that like you wouldn't want to play a different Dragon deck. I'm just saying it was, but you can definitely make it better and do a lot more during that format. Like that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so yeah, that's like what I wanted to do. Like we play
Yeah.
past formats all the time at my store, right? And in 2012 September, everybody says that like Windups was the best deck. Well, there's this Gergia deck, right? Machina Gergia that didn't really see a lot of play. So like Marcus is like won the last 2012 tournament where he played like the Karakuri cards in it, but I think like just playing Machina Gergia is like insane. Because you can play Goes and An Rivalry, everything's Earth in their machine. You already counter windups like that. The deck has great stall versus any of the hitter decks. You have a great hero matchup because of armor. And it's like, well, nobody really played this deck and it didn't see a lot of play. But it's hard to say like it wasn't better than Windup. Because
Yeah.
without Tenki back in the day, like you couldn't really effectively get to Rabbit. And you have to rely if you didn't open on like Magician Shark like you couldn't like do much your first turn with wind up. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to like admit that too, because wind up is like my favorite deck of all time.
Is
But
it?
yeah, my favorite card of all time is wind up rabbit. So yeah, I love
Uh,
that deck. So yeah,
Rampengu Nation, Wind Up Rabbit Nation.
okay. Well, when I
I'm
first started
kidding.
playing competitively, it was with Ritual
I
Boost.
know.
So that place
I'm
has a
messing.
that deck has a special place in my heart too. But yeah, uh, that's what I think is interesting about it. So that's why I kind of want to go back and do like more deck building stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, the problem is though, is like you can't. It's really hard to put all that hindsight into it, and you got to be like, I guess, find the right balance too at the same time. But I
right,
don't know.
but that's crazy. Like think of this philosophy. If like Hoban didn't really play three upstarts in like all of his decks back in whenever, right? Do you think a lot of people back in the 2014 era would have played three upstarts in their deck?
I guess that's fair.
And like it created a trend because of that, right? So
Hmm.
kind of like how Yu-Gi-Oh is. If a good player does very well with something and he continuously does well with it, then it's kind of gonna like create a trend that way. But unless they
Yeah.
play something else, like Billy did it. He won like two YCSs in a row with the same exact Tengu plant list. I think it was.
It was like two cards different, but
Yeah, but it was like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
stuff like that, which is interesting.
Yeah, no, of course. I understand that. It's just like it I don't know, it's just hard to look back on past formats in the same way, but like I understand what you're trying to say though.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, I mean that's definitely something that's actually gonna be really cool to consider. And if you want to see Justin bring all that to fruition, make sure we'll probably have like 10,000 shoutouts to do for you. But as always, check him out on his YouTube channel, or if he decides to ever stream again, his Twitch. But yeah,
That's a lot of time when I'm trying to play Hearthstone too, but I'll try.
yeah. No, I mean, you don't have to, obviously. You should probably focus on the Hearthstone first more. I mean, like, you have a lot on the line for that. And, like, he was explaining so much of the Hearthstone stuff to me last night, and I was just like, this is a lot to take in, but
If Yu-Gi-Oh
it's
had that
really
like
interesting.
same structure, that would be
Oof.
crazy to me. But it'd be
That,
very
they're
expensive.
so multi-dimensional, like, my
But it'd
lord.
be so expensive. Imagine needing like 12 lightning storms or 12
I mean, they
prosperities.
probably designed Hearthstone like that because it's, like, an easier cost barrier and everything like that.
Oh yeah, it's way easier, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But,
But Duel Links is very similar to how Hearthstone's set up, which is
yeah. I mean, do they do the same deck banning thing?
yeah, they do. They do
Okay.
like in like competitive play, you bring 5 decks, I think it is, or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if like I fully remember. I just remember watching Worlds, and it was kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Gotcha. But yeah, back to the original point we were making. So like, I know I'm helpful with testing, but like, with coming up with ideas too, like,
no,
would you consider me
everybody is
decent?
always helpful with
Okay.
ideas. I like I said, like I never ever say like I come up with everything on my own. People always contribute stuff. Sometimes yeah, there are some ideas I do come up with my own, and like I'd say
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I made this, but like if somebody helped me with something, I'd say yeah. Like sometimes yeah, you've like proposed very good ideas I've used, Marcus has too, and like other people have as well. Like yeah, like that's how people get better, and that's the number one thing I'll tell people. If you want to get better at the game, is just surround yourself with good players. That's
And
it, basically.
that's the point of the series right here, is to explore what you can truly get and help also, give back from these relationships and interactions.
Yep.
But yeah, and then I guess also something to tie into it is because like uh I guess you might not have so much of an answer for it, but I thought it's sometimes like an interesting thing I always try and think about. I'm not even quite sure besides like the being Goral, but uh like what do you think really got me to where I am as far as status goes? And I guess also like, you know, skill level also too, because like I mean there has to be something that that makes it so I can retain and actually not completely suck. Is there any ideas you might think of for either of those topics, or it's just nah, shit's just weird?
Um, well, if you generally like put yourself out there and do well in events, and you have like as a face, then yeah, you're gonna create a status quo. Um, Being a female in a predominantly male game is going to help you a lot. So that is like you said to exclude that point, but that's like a big factor into
I
it.
mean,
So,
yeah, you're not
so
wrong.
but yeah, just like if you do continuously well and you put yourself out there, then yeah, that's how you just get known pretty much.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah. I was trying to think if there might be any other thing, but I think it really just falls on that. I mean, for fuck's sake, I won a regional with a shitty Trickstar deck, and that still has like 20k views for some reason. Like,
Yeah.
you know, uh, it happens like that. Remember when you convinced me to play 2 Droll in the deck, and then everyone thought it's fucking crazy, and it like made sense, but then the week after it didn't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh is like that, honestly.
Yeah.
But I guess also again, kind of to go with it, like, it is there anything you can think of like that besides like my own personal drive, but like other factors that might have helped in my growth as a player that might have not just been my own personal drive. I don't know, like I don't know.
No, a drive and motivation has a lot to do with it. Like, but I think I kind of answered it of, like what I thought it was. Pretty
Yeah,
much. So, yeah, but
fair.
yeah, if you want to and you have the passion for the game, anybody can do anything. That's pretty much like if somebody truly loves Yu-Gi-Oh and they invest like a lot of time into it and they just put themselves out there and do well, they will get known and do better for it. Like prime example, that's actually just Sean. Like he's like that too.
That's true. Sean has been
Yeah.
doing a lot better. If you guys don't know, Sean Pittman, he qualified for the last Invitational. Doesn't have any like real tops yet, but he'll get there. He'll get there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, when he started to get super competitive, like events went down. So it's yeah.
yeah. Speaking of what events went down, this is probably a funny thing that you probably don't talk about very publicly, but we were both banned for 1 year back to back for basically the same reason. How was that for you? And then
It wasn't fun because like
obviously.
I guess I was just too nice and I should have just ratted out someone who I thought was a friend who was trying to ID with me because it was funny because I ended up beating him, but then they accused me of what is it, match fixing, but I actually just beat him. So it happened, so it kind of just sucked. Because like they don't ban you for collusion, they ban you on suspicion of collusion. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, but I could have just been like a dick and just call the judge saying like he's trying to like draw with me kind of thing. But yeah, just
Yeah.
it
No,
happened.
collusion is just such a weird gray area. You can't blame them for like enforcing it. It's just it unfortunately sucks. But yeah, no, we're literally like, so he got banned for a year. Literally like 2 weeks after I met him, gets banned, and we were able to ride out that year. We were so excited. We were so hyped. We could go to events together again, all that fun stuff. And then I go and get banned for basically the same shit. And like 2020 comes around, and I'm like, all right, Justin, neither of us can get banned this year. Stay off. Stay good. Stay off. And then COVID.
Yep.
No, and then I was thinking about it too this one time. I was like, damn. So it went Justin, then me. What if it's Cody next? But Cody's too much of a good boy. Nothing would happen to him.
Yeah.
But but I guess another thing is so as far as me getting better and experiencing me, getting better in the game, is there anything you take from what you've helped me with or helped teach me and apply to anyone else that's like real good advice? Or
Yeah. Watch people play. That sounds dumb, but it's like how I
It-
get better. So I got better at like Hearthstone too by just watching people who I thought were the best play. If you just like literally hop into online Reddit and watch people play, you learn a lot.
Mhm.
A lot of people watch DB Grinder as a way to do it, so you
Yeah.
can do that too because he gives like commentary on the stuff. But it's like super helpful if you like know what people play online, because then you could just go in YGO scope and look up like a deck you want to learn. So say for instance like I don't know if you wanted to learn Tidying Dragon like a lot, and you saw that like Flaming Ice plays it, but he's not online right now. But you want to learn about the deck because now you have some downtime. You go in YGO scope, look up his username, and there'll be all the replays of his rated matches. And you could just watch him play and then learn from that.
Yeah, I mean
It's-
that's not something we had for a little bit though. So we had to do a lot more investigative stuff and actually pay attention more, but now it's a lot easier just to hang back and chill.
Yeah, I mean that's how I got better. Like growing up was just watching people play. So that's like my best advice I can give you.
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly.
like, for me, it was just the fact that I was surrounded by good players all of a sudden out of nowhere. Um, like, having you as a good testing resource, like, it, because one thing I always tell people too is like, just try and like play people that are better than you. Learn from people who are better than you. They're your best resource. People at your skill level do not give you enough, and I think
Yeah.
getting introduction to like you and then Cody and then everyone else just gave me such a huge circle that like it's just nuts. But at the end of the
No,
day, always falls back to you, Justin.
no, but that's true. Like I've seen like a lot of people got better because of that too. But yeah, surrounding yourself with good players is how you get better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I guess one of the last things was a little fun one. Favorite decks and formats of all time. You already answered windups, but what's some of your other favorite decks or favorite formats?
Formats?
Yeah.
So my favorite format of all time is November 2016. That's Invasion of Vengeance was the last legal set. It was like Metal Foes, Paleo, ABC. I love the Metal Foe deck because of how it was in that format too, and I just liked how there was a very high combo deck, which was the Yang Zing deck, and a very good control based deck, which was Paleo, and then there was like the in between mid range deck, which was Metal Foes, and like all three decks were very like good at the format. And then there was Water, which was a good go second strategy. I liked the Dark Worlds a lot during that time. That format was just like really good. It was pretty diverse. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh was like a little powerful then too, but I liked it a lot. My second most favorite format of all time is actually the one I'm building now, which is the 2014 Nationals format. There's so much diversity in it, and it's like really good. So I like that format too. Oh,
Damn, Shu.
she was mean to me.
It's because you
Yeah.
keep dodging him.
I don't dodge him. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah. Those are some pretty solid formats. Because actually, I know Cody, Pack, and Coder were all planning on building like actual 2014 decks to like remote duel with. So if you ever want to join in on that fun, that's gonna be a thing that's happening.
Yeah, I'll have like 10 of them because I just playing Inferni, Mythic Ruler, and Hat, and I'm almost done with Bujin and books and stuff like that. So I have like a lot of them.
Yeah.
Forget. Okay, I'll hit you up, you, and then I'll like we'll plan a time and date, and then I'll do like what I did with the lease. So we get on at this time, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm on it this time, and we'll do that.
All right, and then one of the last ones topics we had on the list here is when I was asking you for questions, you said this chicken pot pizza question mark.
When did I say that?
You said that we're in a Discord call one day. You just said put that down, and I'm like, why? And he's like, I don't know, put it down.
I guess I just said something random, and that sounds like a good idea. Like, what if they had like a deep dish chicken pot pizza? Like,
I mean, that probably just exists. Like, what?
was I drunk that night?
Probably.
Okay, then that's
I don't remember
why.
what it was.
That had to be like a while ago.
It was because it was when I was first like pitching the idea to you, and it took me like a month to finally just like
A month
be
ago?
like, I don't know,
Like
probably.
A month ago? Then
Yeah, I
was
think
probably
so.
drunk. I was probably drunk.
Oh yeah, no, I don't doubt it, but I figured I would just keep it on there and see how you'd react when I bring it up again.
Oh, the reason why you brought it up was funny. I saw it like on the questions you were like showing me, and I was like, what? And I was like, you know what? Maybe she has a reason for this one. I'll let it just like fly.
It was all you, baby.
Yeah, it's funny.
But yeah, it was. I was very confused when he brought it up, and I was like, "What? What does this mean?" And he's like, "I don't know. It just sounds cool. Put it down."
Damn, TJ, chill. I'm washing my sheets, bro. This man's just trying to.
I need to make my bed more than you need to make yours, but my bed's always like that.
No, like I took off my sheets and because I'm like washing them now.
Ah, fair. But anyways, chat. Anyone got any questions for Justin before we wrap this all up? Anything, any burning desires you need to know about the man, the myth, the legend, the reason why I can even play Yu-Gi-Oh, honestly? What's it like to be the reason why I can play Yu-Gi-Oh, Justin?
Not the
Let's hear
reason
that.
why you play Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Or why
'Cause
I
you're playing
can
the
play
format.
Yu-Gi-Oh well. Let's go with that.
I don't think I'm like the sole reason. I think if you really wanted to play well, you could have learned to play well eventually. That's how everybody is. I don't think like I'm the sole reason for that. But being told like I was a big influence in that makes me feel good that I at least did something right for you. How about that?
Fair. Well, I obviously appreciate it, and like you're obviously a big factor, and yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
who is number?
I have
Nibbler
no-
the Godman.
I
don't
have
know if
no
he's my
idea who that
username.
is.
The only reason why I know Shu is because his name is Senpai Shu's Yu-Gi-Oh Lab.
Yeah, we know Shu.
Yeah.
Yeah, who are you, Nibbler? If you reveal yourself, then maybe we would know.
But,
I'm assuming
yeah,
it's someone you know,
it has
probably
to be,
from
yeah.
+1.
Maybe, I don't know.
But
Yeah.
anyone else got anything they you wanna ask Justin? Let's hear it now, or forever hold your peace.
When are you gonna hit me up? I'm gonna be so upset.
Wait, is he still in the chat, or is he just chilling? Usually Shu
no.
likes to talk his shit. Okay, he's still here, so he just ain't talking his shit like he normally does. I mean, I love Shu when he talks shit, though. Shu's shit talk is top tier.
Yeah, it is.
I'm nobody, I just play Yu-Gi-Oh! Then I don't know where we place you.
We place you somewhere in eternal format. How about that? I like the Devil's a part-timer all scroll. Yeah, I have a Devil's a part-timer and Kill a Kill.
Are you ready for season 2 of Devil?
Yeah, I am. I liked it. I think it's the funniest anime I've ever watched.
It is nice. I don't watch so much anime, but I randomly watched that one day when I was like baked off my ass, and it was great.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I watched it all like in one night. It was like 13 episodes or so.
Yeah, we like randomly watched it at our shop too, and it was like, ah, nice.
It's
Anime
a good,
bonding
like,
time.
Anime.
That's
it's a
true.
Good background anime.
That is very true. But yeah, I think this will about do it for this. Thank you again, Justin, for being on here. I really appreciate it. Always appreciate you helping me out doing things.
Yeah, no problem.
Anything else?
Trap that good.
Of course, it always has to go back to amazements. Nothing about enjoying your time existing.
Okay,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Card arts of these cards, okay? They
That's
just look
fair.
really cool.
I'm giving you shit.
If it wants, it's a trap deck I like because, as I said, they all do something on their own. I hate Lich and Gaish right now because they all need other cards to be good.
Fair, but. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to say, Justin? Any plugging? Anything you need to say about anyone or anything?
Yeah, tell Cody if you let's see, hit me up for 2014 if he wants to play online.
Okay.
And then yeah, cause like in the server, like we have like a whole 2014 section too.
Yeah. But anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, thank you for having me, and yeah, make sure to like guys check out Alyse's YouTube and support her, and then yeah.
And since this is going on YouTube, make sure you check out the Twitch channel, check out the sponsors. Good old Team Ophidian. We're both on the same team for once.
Yeah, that is true. And I was also gonna say check out my locals +1 too, because they're trying to make more content and stuff as well.
Yep, I might be helping out with them in the future. We'll see. Check out my locals, TGG Gaming. They're always amazing. Check out all my socials. If you want to send me stuff, I have a P.O. box that's in the description. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Next episode, we're going to have good old, our longest reigning national champion. So if you guys got questions for him...
And it's crazy. He's going to be a three-year national champion.
That is true. I don't know if his ego is going to be able to take it, even though he never actually calls himself the longest reigning national champion himself, so... Justin has to carry that team, probably. What's it like carrying Team Ophidian, Justin?
Well, considering there's no events and James is actually gonna do well and you're gonna do well too, I don't know.
I know, I'm kidding.
Sean's also gonna do well too.
He's not on Team Ophidian yet, though.
Oh. I mean, Yeah, people are gonna do well too. Delete that part. Delete that
No, I'm
part.
not. It's funnier like this, Justin.
That's a blooper. We gotta add that one out.
Nah, there's no blooper. This bloopers don't exist here.
Yes, shoot, amazement. Because you know why? Look at this guy. He is fabulous and he does magic tricks. All right.
All right, but I think this will about wrap it up here. Thank you guys again for watching. See you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.